Hello, Drax Fantastic here. Today we're going to play the delightful pixel game Cinema Theater Tycoon. I am a huge fan of Tycoon games and the movies, which makes this game a perfect fit for me. The retro graphics and solid gameplay make this a must-see. Let's jump in and sell some tickets to the movies. Funding for this video is provided by viewers like you. We'll hit play. We'll hit new save. So we can start by naming the cinema. Let's name it Super Cinemaplex. We can change the start year, 1990. This is the demo of the game, which actually has a lot of gameplay in it. You can only start in 1906. Difficulty, easy, normal, and hard. Starting money, 40, 60, and 100,000 or unlimited. I like a game that allows you to just be like, you know what, I just want to make movie houses and make movies and have fun. We're going to just start with 60,000. Hit start. I love that there's smoke being animated in the pixels there at the beginning. Welcome, manager. It's your first day here. Let's explore the basics to run your first cinema. Skip it, I'm a pro. I'm going to show you the tutorial. I am a pro at this game. I've played a couple of hours. Let's start the tutorial so we can sort of follow along. Maybe we'll pick something up I didn't pick up the first time, which is always helpful. Oh, there you are. Congratulations at your first purchase. A rundown old theater. I think one of the reasons this game resonates with me is that like there's a part of me that's always wanted to run a theater, and like it's a super hard business to get into. So I guess this is probably as close as I'll get. Here at the top left, you can see we've got a nice little task menu, WASD to move around. You can zoom in and out with the mouse button, and you can hold the wheel to move. Mission complete! Clear the floor and sell the broken. So if we scroll out, it's going to put us right into the movie theater, and we can also pop back outside if we need to. But pretty cool. Pretty seamless, too. Okay, so if we come in here, we can see how the theater is currently set up. In the bottom right corner, we can take the walls up and down, so that's kind of cool. I'll leave them down. It wants us to get rid of the stuff on the ground and also sell the broken furniture, which I'm going to do. And there is a ton of things. You can see there's like a little bottle to like spray the cleaner. It's actually got a little cleaner noise too. Everything in the theater must go. So even though we've completed the mission, we need to go through and get rid of everything. You'll need your toolbox, it's your dashboard, to turn the pile of bricks into a functioning cinema style. Here you can build foundations, walls, floors, doors, etc. The basics. Utility objects, everything you'll need for working cinema. And then last but not least, decorations. Let's create your first room, no service. Each space has a minimum size rule required. Build missing walls, change the wallpaper. If you look at the box here, you could tear down all of this and build it the way you want. And I think the first time I played this game, I was like, I followed sort of what they had. And I think this time in this playthrough, let's mix it up. Let's mix it up. All right, I'm gonna continue to sell furniture off, which is it's an interesting way to do it, right? Like sell every single thing off in the entire place. Like nothing is usable. It's all broken. Come in here, we can hit destruct, and we can actually tear out these walls. Oh, I guess, you know what? I just learned something new. You can come in here and use the little hammer to destroy these things, and it's giving you money back. That's much faster. Oh, look at this. Oh, wait, can you? Oh my God, look at this. Hey! We learned something new. Oh my God, that's like 1,000 times easier. It's funny that the lights are broken, but yet they still run. Can we take out the doors? Oh, we can. All right, I'm gonna rework all of this. Oh, we can take out the walls too with this. Oh, would you look at this? Oh my God, the game just... See, this is what happens when you take a chance. And it makes it so much easier. Now we just have like a big open space. Build the missing walls, change the wallpaper, which we're definitely gonna do. We could probably put like the cinema like here. So could you do like 2 showing rooms. Maybe 3. They're not necessarily lined up correctly, are they, Drax? This is like small cinema 1. And then we can change the floor in here so we could make it. And they're all the same. Like these ones are a little bit cheaper. Like the red, we could do like red carpet for 5. We could do green carpet. And then we could do blue carpet. Haha, look at that. And then we can put some paint on here. And so we could say, hey, we want this one to be blue. Hey, mission complete. You can see now in the top right corner too, there's some information, scheduling, new messages, and then also big mail messages. Old friend, I heard you're getting into the cinema business. You know, I've always loved crazy projects. I dug through my stuff and found some old reels. Thanks, guy. He's giving, here's some old movies you can run in your movie house. I mean, I guess free is free, right? I like the idea of making it so that like each room has its own like vibe. I mean, this is 15. Maybe we should have done this in blue trim instead of bathroom tile. Look at that. Fancy. And then you can see like the main area here, we'll make some choices. Like I think we should do something like, we'll do something like that. Let's put in a couple of doors, I think. Double glass doors, classic wooden staff doors, classic wooden double doors. Let's do this. There, now it has access. Add 5 seats, add a projection screen, add a showman lectern, add a projector, and add a storage locker. All these things we can do. All right, so if we come in here to utilities, it wants us to put in a screen. Obviously, we'll put it up front. I think we could, yeah, I think we could probably measure these rooms out a little bit. That screen's going to be off center, which is going to drive Drax a little bit crazy. Add 5 seats. We'll do red seats here. You can rotate the little seats. You can zoom in too. We're just going to follow along. A little lectern here will make this so that it is there. Add a projector. Let's put it... Does it have to be... I wonder if it has to be centered. Let's try. A projector and then reel storage. Hooray! Mission complete. Can we link this to the screen? Done. Link error. You need to create a room before linking the screen. All right. There's rooms are here under this little room icon. Lobby, classic screening room, box office. So let's make this like screening room number 1. And you can see down here at the bottom, it's saying it's going to cost that much. It needs to be a 4x3 minimum. Capacity is 5 people because there's 5 seats. And then we need to have these 3 things for it to be that. Perfect. Now we should be able to link this. Hey, all right, we linked it. Rename your screening room. New room. Screen 1. Brilliant name, Drax. Hey! Add a lobby, add a box office room, create a queue. So you can see why I built like 3 of these. Here's my plan. 3 theaters, some bathrooms, and then we're gonna cut this room up into like some office space, some cleaning rooms, so a bunch of stuff. I will jump forward and show you my like chaotic first build so you can see how crazy it is, but like this makes a lot more sense. And then down the line, you'll be able to expand the theater, and it wants us to build a lobby. So here's the question. So like we need a box office, which I think should be like right inside the door, or maybe it should be like right off to the side. Do we do something? It can be small too. Look, it can be 1 by 1. It needs like very little space. And then we can put a ticket booth or like 2 different kinds of ticket booths. All right. And then we can hit OK. And then it's telling us, hey, you need little footpaths. And this is a cool little thing. You can say, okay, it's going to go this way. It's going to go this way. It's going to go this way. So that's the queue there to get them in. And then it wants us to add a lobby. And we'll go here. I don't know, like... And then it wants us a couple of couches. Can we do something fun like this? And then, I'm telling you, put some trash cans in. You'll thank me later. You'll thank me later. Hooray! Great. Now hire some personnel to manage your cinema. Open the recruitment menu and look for candidates. All right, so we're going to need a seller. 29 bucks. All right, hire. And then a projectionist. 40 bucks. Let's hire that. We'll hire the most expensive. And then if we hit assign here, we can then take the seller and drag them. And I thought you needed to drag them onto the booth itself, but it's just this little picture underneath. They're assigned. And then the same thing for the projectionist. They're assigned. We're also going to need a showman, so let's hire a level 1 showman. Yeah. And then we'll hit assign. And then the same thing. Mission complete. Perfect. They look like a solid starting crew. Now we need movies to show, of course. Usually you'd send a buyer to fetch movies suited to your audience. The buyer part of this game is sort of like the research, so you can send them all over the world and they'll pick up new movies for you and bring them back in. It's such a cool little interface. Usually you'll send a buyer to fetch movies suited to your audience. Today you're lucky. I have some reels for you. I'm giving them to you. Hooray! This scheduling interface can be very easy or can be more complicated depending on what you're doing. You can hit autofill and it'll automatically fill the schedule full of all the movies that are gonna be in. I did that just so we can complete it. We'll go back and take a look at it and I'll show you the differences of it. Excellent. It looks like your first spectators are entering. How exhilarating. So that was the tutorial, and I feel like it was a pretty decent tutorial. It got you set up and showed you what was going on. And you can see the people piling in here. And at the top, if we hit the pause button, you can see that we have 5 people in the house. Everyone's super happy, how much money we've got. You can click on here to show the financials, which are going to be empty. There's a little graph and grid that'll come in as we begin to make money. You can also see the season we're in here, and we're in winter. We can come back here and take a look, and you can see that it automatically placed all of the screenings for us. And if we come here, we can see that these other months of the year are not full. And so we can come in and say autofill, 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 and autofill. And now we're taken care of for a while. One of the things I enjoy about this game is that, like, this part of it, like obtaining new movies and getting the right movies, I think is a big part of the game. But it doesn't burden you with this at the start of the game. It focuses more on building out the cinema and getting it ready, which is a lot of fun. I set this little area for bathrooms, but I'm not sure it's going to be big enough. Let's see, can we cram 6 we need 6 toilet stalls totals. We only need 3 apiece. And you can see here now we've got women's restrooms and men's restrooms. So the basic is 2 by 2. Maybe and then on a wall right in the middle. So I think we can actually make it this big, and then we'll make the men's bathroom smaller. So it wants 3 of these, 1, 2, 3. And then you can see down here, it needs to be a 2 by 2 with at least these things in it. And then we're gonna need to make sure we get a door here. Drax, 1. How many of these do we need? 6 wash basins. And then we'll put a door there, wall, door. I think that works. We can always move it around. We're not like locked into it. So we can come here and put a wall in. And then we're gonna need to put a door in there. Classic wooden door. And then let's go. Men's restroom is gonna be smaller. I'm gonna stick 6 of these in here, or 1, 2, 3. No, only 3 Drax. And then, that works. Totally works. Place the men's bathroom. Done. Hey! Place the candy room. Place the candy counter. Place the candy cabinet. Where are we gonna put the candy counter? Maybe like right here. All right, candy shop. You can see it's a candy shop. And then this doesn't need to be very big. 3 by 2. So we'll go like that. And then it wants a candy counter. So we could put 2. So we've got a little room for expansion here. Let's put 1. And then this is like the restock. I'll put it there. Say okay. We'll need to hire somebody to run it. And we can do that. We can actually do that from the actual candy counter itself. We don't have to come over to employees. We can say here. We need another seller. I'll grab this person. And then assign. And then we drag them. And they're ready to sell candy. We can close that. And then we need to assign them a queue. And I'm just going to have it go straight down here. Perfect. Create a longer screening. So this is one of the ones where I was like, I didn't quite understand. Short movies frustrate viewers. In the scheduling, select the screening tab next to movies. So I'm going to skip that and I'll just show it to you. Under scheduling here, we can click and then we can go to screening and then we can say new. And then we can pick which movie we want to create a screening for. And you'll see movies, news, and more. You can see we've got a showman interlude here. So we could come in here and say, we want to do this one. We want to make it the cover. We're going to call it Man Watering. And then we're going to put a little bit of a showman piece on the front of it and hit save. Hey! So now we've got a screening, a particular screening. We can actually pull one of these out, like that one we can pull out, and we can put this one in. And then we can hit save. And now that screening will come in there and the showman will give a little piece beforehand. I don't quite get the grasp of it, but like it creates better content and makes your people happier when they come to watch it. Wait for summer 1914, generate more than 50,000, have more than 10,000 spectators. And let's come in here. You can see them pile in and watch a movie. Oh, ha ha ha. And then they leave. Fun, huh? Some of them were using the bathroom. Some were chatting in the lobby. Some people are buying some candy. Such a fun little game. Let me just jump forward in time and show you a couple of the other little things that you can build and put in. I'll also show you the chaos, which was my last build. And you can see how far I've come from when I started to the second time through. All right, let's jump forward. Here's my current running theater. I'm going to pause it a second so you can see. It's a mess. I should have torn everything down and rebuilt it. I wanted to show you can expand by putting more seats in. You can see my bathrooms are much bigger. I kept all the walls from the original playthrough thinking, wait, it didn't dawn on me the first time playing through that I could have just torn it all down and rebuilt it. You get cleaning closets. You get a couple cleaners in here that'll clean up because it gets dirty really fast, as you can see. The toilets also get really dirty, and so they need to be cleaned, which is kind of fun. This is an office and a break room. Remember I said you can go around the world and purchase movies? And you can see I've got somebody going right now. They're already on a mission. They're going to America to buy a drama. So that's kind of fun. We've got a coat room running, which allows you to make even more money. So both the coat room and the candy room are like extra revenue on top of it. And you can actually, like at one point I was actually making more money on candy than I was on the film, which is so fitting. You can change the price of the film, and you'll also in the future be able to do consumables and subscriptions, which is fun. I have another theater setup, which is kind of janky, but look, it's got a piano because as you progress through the time, you can add piano and then of course sound. So there it is in all of its jankiness, but you know what? It's running and it's working. The game is Cinema Theater Tycoon. It fills my gamer heart with joy to find a game like this one. I love Tycoon games, and the retro feel of this one just hits home. If you love movies and enjoy Tycoon games, give this game a try. You will not be disappointed. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. The video's over. Now it's time for you to do your part. Follow, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.